And we're live. Welcome back to the studio, y'all. This is my favorite night of the week. It's Friday, Garage Band's live. And, I'm just really stoked to have all you guys joining us to watch live music on the virtual stage yet again. And I'm really excited because just across from me, we have the one, the only Kevin Smith. Kevin, welcome to the show, my man.
Thanks for having me.
I would say my man, but I should say Uncle Kevy. This is my Uncle Kevin right here. I'm glad you came back to play some jams for us. You got anything new you've been working on? What's the deal?
I haven't kept track, but there's probably at least 8 or 10 songs I've written since the last time I saw you.
8 or 10.
Good album for this year.
My goodness.
For
the Christmas, yeah. So every Christmas we get together at Veronica's grandma's house, your mother, and one of the gifts that Kevin always gives is a recorded album that he's worked on throughout the year, and it hasn't failed. An album a year for
2010 probably.
Yeah,
something like that.
That's wild. When are we gonna see this stuff on Spotify, or is it?
There's only about 3 songs on Spotify right now that I had published, but I usually send certain songs if I feel something's decent. I keep up with what the record labels are looking for. And of course, it's like, it would be like hitting the lottery if you found something they exactly wanted for an artist or something like that. So I usually keep up with what they're looking for, send some of them off sometimes. Right. Everything's registered, so, if it plays, there's usually royalties show up sooner or later for some stuff. But
right. So just out of curiosity, is your goal to write a song, it gets recognized or becomes like something that a record label would pursue and they would want you to perform it, or they would look at the song as something like, hey, we should buy the song and have someone else sing it?
There's a couple different avenues. You can specifically send songs for what they call placement.
Okay.
Say Kenny Chesney or whoever, a big artist or something is looking for stuff all the time.
Right.
So you can specifically send stuff for them to do.
Okay.
It's a whole different route as far as what would be called an artist development process. Okay. Get recognized, write for a label for a while, join their label, and write for them. That's how a lot of times people get recognized. You see them show up on the radio, but they've been writing for 20 years. Right. And so it's kind of. But my goal is to sit on the couch and write songs.
Right.
But it's always in the back of your mind. Sure, it'd be nice to hear somebody record something that you wrote. But.
Mm-hmm. So all together, if you consider all the songs you've ever written, how many songs would you say that you've composed or written?
Completed and recorded songs would be 180.
Dang.
And
that's a lot of songs.
I
couldn't even write one song.
Well, I would have never thought in school if you would have asked me. I passed English class and reading class with D's and whatever it took to get out of that class. So I would have never thought. But for some reason, the stories just keep coming, and you hear stories and you make up part of it and you add to it, and all of a sudden there it is. So I don't know how it works. But.
I'd love to sit down one day with you and go through the process of writing a song. Like, maybe this would be great information for any of you out there who want to write music. You just don't know where to start, right? So, like, do you sit down with the guitar first and come up with like a melody or a chord progression and then write lyrics around that? Or is it vice versa? You have maybe a story in your head, or some rhymes that you want to put together and make a few blocks of like verses
Yeah.
and then write a melody around that? How does that work?
Well, and anybody that writes, and I'm sure uh, there's thousands and thousands of people writing songs, whether it's in L.A., Nashville, wherever, in their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them will tell you the same thing that some of the big writers have already said. I'm driving down the road and something comes to your mind, and then it reminds you of something your grandfather did 30 years ago, and all of a sudden you just got to put that story down, worry about a guitar or something later. But it can work the other way. I've sat down just strumming on the guitar, and all of a sudden some words match what I'm playing. So you make up a whole song, or you end up with part of a real story in it. So there's no set way, I guess, to do it. And I've heard people say, if you write the song, nobody can say you did it wrong.
Right.
You made it up, or it's a true story. So
Yeah.
that's the fun part about it. If I write it, somebody can't say, "Well, you didn't do that right.
Yeah.
Willie does it different," or
Right.
so.
I guess as if you could compare it to like a painter, like an artist, like Da Vinci, or yeah, you could compare like how you would sketch out a piece of art, like, oh, you drew the eyeballs first,
Yeah,
as opposed to the overall shape of the head. If you, I guess, compare the two, I suppose what matters the most is the overall composition, the final
yeah.
piece.
If you can get to the end and have something enjoyable,
Yeah.
or that, hey, I didn't know it was going to turn out that way. That's kind of a bonus. That keeps you going. But then there's a big letdown at the end of it,
Right.
because you're thinking, wow, will I ever top that song, in your own mind?
Well, so I guess if in the scope of the final piece, right, it doesn't matter if you do it like melody first or lyrics first. Coming from, someone who does it a lot, is there a method that has made it easier? Is there one that you'd be like, oh, I find it easier to come up with lyrics first or the melody first?
Yeah, the story comes first
Okay.
most of the time. And like you said, if you want to hang out, you might need to be at my house at 3 in the morning when I wake
Ooh.
up,
Oh, geez.
and we get our notepads out,
Oh, dang. So
coffee
we're talking
on,
about
drink
a
some.
sleepover.
Yeah, yeah, and then we could, come up with a song or something, because it may come to me at 3 in the morning, coffee on,
That's
so.
I could just imagine you like flying out, like you wake up from a dream, you fling the covers off, and you go and sit down with your notebook and you start writing because you just come up with this dope lyric.
Yeah, something, and I've been tired a few mornings because I had to get that idea down, and it's almost time to go to work, and so you just.
Well, I mean, after making 180 songs, I think you pretty much got the process down. And I love your songs too, because each one of them, it's like a story. It's a story in music
most of 'em.
form, which is super cool.
And that might be not everybody writes like that, I get, because
Right.
I listen to the radio. Not all songs are like that, but I hear a lot of people, oh, I like the old country. But I think a lot of times what they miss is the older artists that are gone, versus the style of music.
Right.
But I say people don't have enough music in their life. It's very relaxing. If you're having a
sure.
bad day, you crank on your favorite song, and it can change your
Changes
attitude,
everything, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said that many times before. Music is a great motivator for the inner you. Music drives me
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, and it's a great mood changer, especially if you're feeling down or whatever, or maybe you want to feel sentimental. You'll put on a sad song,
Yeah.
or if you want to get hyped up to like go fight the local bully, or something. You're gonna listen to some
Yeah.
rage music.
Something.
Yeah, dude, it moves you.
Yeah.
Music is awesome. I'm so glad to have you in my life because I've really never been surrounded by musical influences. Right? No one in my family, when I was growing up, was into, you know, making music. No one
Yeah.
played guitars. I was the kid who played trumpet. I was in the marching band, so I played trumpet, and I never got into guitar until I was in college. And my roommate played his guitar all the time, all
Yeah.
the time. And I was like, yo, I want to learn how to play guitar. And I learned just by watching him. So I'm so happy that I got into playing guitar because it's like, it's just one of those things. It's like a
Pretty
lifelong,
relaxing.
it's a
Yeah.
lifelong skill that you'll use until you can't
Yeah.
play guitar anymore.
Yeah.
And it's powerful, man. It really makes you feel good.
Yeah, I kind of use that guitar to keep my writing being a song instead of just a poem or a story. And you know, I didn't go practice guitar. I didn't grow up with it in my bedroom every day, and I got to learn Van Halen or anything like that. I kind of picked the guitar up so that it would help my songs along. So the pro guitar player I'm not, you know, but it is a really cool tool to have.
Indeed.
For
Indeed. And you've been playing it for some time. I would call you a seasoned guitar professional. That's what I
Okay.
would call you.
I'll take the compliment.
Yeah. Singer, songwriter,
Thank you.
professional picker.
Professional picker.
Well, Kevin, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio. I can't wait to hear some more of your music. It's always very relaxing, and I know you guys at home are going to enjoy it as well. I appreciate you taking the time. It's always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
It's nice to be
And
here.
with that, I'm going to have you go ahead and go over and get situated, and I'll fill the guys and girls online with the finer details.
All right.
All right?
Sounds good.
So, guys, if you're watching us on Twitch, please keep in mind that the longer you watch, that you watch, you're going to earn channel points, right? And you can use those channel points to change the color of the lights over there, which is a super cool feature. I actually was on a phone call today with someone who's played here before, and they was like, I love that everyone can interact and change the color of the lights, but maybe we could tone that down for the next time we're there because the smoke wasn't bothering his voice. So keep that in mind. You have full control. Use that power as you will. If you're following tonight, please do us the favor and share the stream, okay? Share it on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, Twitter, anywhere where you can share the stream. Help us get an audience in here that we can, you know, spread the gospel of Uncle Kevin's music. He's an amazing singer-songwriter. Did we get socials for Kevin? Oh, okay. So we do. Kevin didn't want to push to his Facebook, so we have a link that we'll put in the chat just now, to where you can go find some of Kevin's music, and I believe you can download that and listen to at your leisure. It'd be the same as you being over at the family's house on Christmas Eve and getting that album from Kevin and hearing some of his top picks. So definitely check out that link there. While you're online, please make sure that you follow GarageBand's Live. We're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And it'd be super cool if you could help us on this journey, build the platform so that we can continue to grow here and expand our community. We really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And on the note of appreciation, we do have a virtual tip jar available if you guys are feeling like you want to help, you know, contribute even further. The link will be there in the chat. We do have that PayPal. That's the streamlabs.com / GarageBand's live thing, and Venmo and Cash App. I do really, really, really want to say it's been an absolute pleasure producing these shows for you guys. I hope that you enjoy it. Please keep in mind, too, that you got to keep active in the chat, right? Kevin will have a monitor right in front of him during the entire show, so he can see everything that you guys are saying. And the chat feed is coming from Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, so he can see whatever you guys are saying. So make sure you spread the love. Tell him if you love the song, or if you think maybe we should put that on a platinum record. You know, let him know which one's your favorite. And with that, my friends, I want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm proud to present Kevin Smith right here on Garage Bands Live.
All right, we'll get all set up here. I got a bigger screen in front of me this time. I can actually read some of it. I'm going to start out with the latest song I wrote. Been a couple weeks ago, so I've had just enough time to memorize it. I should get my coffee or something up here before I get started. Oh, yeah. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo like the fog is rolling in. Oh, Rocky Top will always be your friend. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo like the rain won't ever end. Gonna send you down the river once again. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo like the rain won't ever end. That old log cabin gonna stand until the end. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo before the sun comes up again. I won't forget, you'll always be my friend. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo before the day comes to an end. I'll see you someday if the angels let me in. Go, Charlie, go. Play that banjo before the sun comes down again. I won't forget, you've always been my friend. Go, Charlie, go. Thank you. And here comes my coffee.
Here is your coffee if you want to sit here.
Yeah, that's fine. Chase, I've got nothing on my screen. I got nothing on my screen. This is one I wrote called Another Day. The smell of coffee rises upstairs to my room. Wooden floor in the kitchen, cold on my feet. Sun shows through just slightly. Front porch window pane. Warms my soul gently. Another day. I'd rather stay inside, where I feel safe and lonely. Than to go outside in the cold, all alone. Someday I won't be lonely, just sunshine to warm my soul. Kitchen floor won't matter anymore. Another day. The smell of coffee rises upstairs to my room. Wooden floor in the kitchen, cold on my feet. The sun shows through just slightly. Front porch window pane. Warms my soul gently. Another day. When all is frosted over, the sun won't thaw the day. My heart will stop beating. My soul will always stay. To be warmed by the sunshine. Another day. Thank you. That's a tiny little mug. It's good coffee, though. All right, I got a list here. What am I doing next? I think we'll just stay right there in that key. This one I wrote quite a while back. It's called She's a Dancer. She's a dancer on Friday night. She's a lover and a fighter, that's all right. Might be a brunette, she might be a blonde, might be the ginger that you saw me kissing on. In the morning, she takes all her money. She puts every dollar bill to the bank to pay for college and a beat-up car. Someday a doctor, and she'll be working on your heart. She's a dancer on Friday night. She's a lover and a fighter, that's all right. Might be a brunette, she might be a blonde, might be the ginger that you saw me kissing on. She's a dancer on Friday night. She's a lover and a fighter, that's all right. Might be a brunette, she might be a blonde, might be the ginger that you saw me kissing on. Thanks, guys. Hey, they told us a while back the audience can cheer and holler and clap and everything else, but okay, I gotta take a look at this screen, see who's watching. I'm thinking Dragons. Obviously, my grandson, Kathy Smith, Pete. Oh, Pete, I thought you'd be in bed by now. I'm just kidding. Karen, I see Karen down there too. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll jump back and forth with you guys. The first time I played here, Chase had just his iPhone sitting there, and I couldn't see it at all. There was no communication at all with my eyesight. So I love you too, buddy. All right, let's. What else do I have here? Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome right there. Look at that. The crew here is amazing. The audience that I have in front of me is my wonderful wife, Lori, and her daughter, Bonnie. And Bonnie's husband, Robert, just gave me a look like, don't you dare forget I'm sitting here, so. Oh, are you playing hooky from work or something? Okay. I love my job. This baby is way out of tune for some reason. Maybe I bumped it. Yeah, the air temperature change is playing with it. There we go. Yeah, the guitar's usually in a nice, cozy, comfy basement. Still off a little bit, but I'm not going to play with it for very long. All right. This one's called Joe Came Running. Maybe I'm just hearing things. No, I'm not. That's better. Joe came running across the mountain, had his gun in his hand. Looked like Joe had been a-crying. Fell down, my God, what have I done? He didn't know the gun was loaded. A single shot to take a life. On his knees to ask forgiveness. Dark and lonesome day and night. Places a stone there every day, hoping the pain will go away. Lord, forgive me for what I've done. You know I miss my only son. Joe came running across the mountain, had his gun in his hand. Looked like Joe had been a-crying. Fell down, my God, what have I done? No more bullets to be found. Single shot, echoing sound. Joe crying out to take his life. Dark and lonesome day and night. Joe came running across the mountain, had his gun in his hand. Looked like Joe had been a-crying. Fell down, my God, what have I done? Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Let's see what else we got. All right. This next song is kind of a fun little song. I wrote it long enough ago before things got fairly legalized that used to not be legal. This is called Mary Jane Growing. We got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. We got moonshine stashed out in the barn. Gonna call up all my friends, invite them all right in, 'cause we got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. Now my neighbors always sneaking, always peeking through their drapes and through my wooden fence. I've invited them, but only get rejection. They must think that we've all got some kind of infection. We got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. We got moonshine stashed out in the barn. Gonna call up all my friends, invite them all right in, 'cause we got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. Now the preacher, he stopped by on Friday morning just to see if I could make it to the church. Well, when Sunday rolled around, the preacher no place to be found. Think he caught himself some kind of small infection. We got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. We got moonshine stashed out in the barn. Gonna call up all my friends, invite them all right in, 'cause we got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. 'Cause we got Mary Jane growing in the front yard. Thank you. I got a comment from my sister-in-law that she's telling my mom. Mom's already heard that song. We have sort of a small party going on here tonight. And there's some people saying they're coming over, so it may get bigger. What else we got? Oh, we're just going to stay right there. But I have to look at a note I'll throw one in here that I did not write. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. But those people keep a-moving on down to San Antone. I haven't played that for a while. When I was just a baby, wow. I gotta stop looking at the audience. They're distracting me. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. And those people keep on moving. That's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, that railroad train was mine, bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. It's where I'd want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Wow, I made it through it. I guess I left that one off my practice list for a long time. Let's see what else is on my list. There's nothing in the coffee but coffee. There's people thinking there's something in my coffee. Then I'd really forget my words. Okay. Tip it at you. Awesome. Studio executive is shooting pictures. My buddy Pete is requesting White Mustang. It's on the list, Pete. All right, this next song I wrote not too long ago, 3 or 4 months back. It's called An Old Hank Record. Well, I put on an Old Hank record. I sip on pure corn liquor. And I miss Granddad picking on his old guitar. Grew up on the sound of your cheating heart. I play his guitar. Think about that summer, chased by hornets from across the river. I'd do it all again, just keep running to hear him play to an Old Hank record. So I put on an Old Hank record, and I sip on pure corn liquor. And I miss Granddad picking on his old guitar. Grew up on the sound of your cheating heart. Sometimes an old memory can keep you sober. Sometimes an old song can make you drink. I still sip on that pure corn liquor. I still listen to an Old Hank record. Well, I put on an Old Hank record, and I sip on pure corn liquor. I miss Granddad picking on his old guitar. Grew up on the sound of your cheating heart. I play his guitar. Think about that summer, chased by hornets from across the river. I'd do it all again, just keep running to hear him play to an Old Hank record. To hear him play to an Old Hank record. Thank you. Yeah, the cool air's changing the guitar just a little bit. Elliot VS, thank you. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm going to go back to dip into the first 5 or 6 songs that I ever wrote. Thanks, Dragon. Out of Saigon is on my list also. This is called My Old Bug. Gonna pack up my old bug with a shiny cooler, tie down an old surfboard from back in the day, radio up and the windows down all the way. Not gonna stop until we're surfing west of LA. My old bug's been running since back in '69. You can see just a hint of the flowers left on the sides. The paint's a little faded, but still got a little shine. It's okay, but she's a little torn up inside. Gonna pack up my old bug with a shiny cooler, tie down an old surfboard from back in the day, radio up and the windows down all the way. We're not gonna stop until we're surfing west of LA. 4 days back, we left to go surfing. Pedal to the floor, no trouble along the way. My old bug's tongue hanging out in the mountains, but it's all downhill till we're surfing west of LA. Gonna pack up my old bug with a tiny cooler, tie down an old surfboard from back in the day, radio up and the windows down all the way. Not gonna stop until we're surfing west of LA. Not gonna stop until we're surfing west of LA. Thank you. I have to stop looking at the crowd here because then I lose track of where I'm at in my song. But I love the crowd. They're my favorite people. I have a lot of favorite people. Some are not here tonight, but all right, this next song I wrote, inspired by some things that happened back in the Desert Storm decade, I guess you would call it. This is called Jesse Boy. Jesse had come home from a desert far away. His tour of 4 long years had ended yesterday. Walked up on the porch, and behind that old screen door, tears running down his daddy's face. He knew his mama had gone before. Daddy, don't you cry. Cause I've known for quite some time the letters that you wrote they were slightly out of time. Dad, I knew that Mom was gone. Sometime around last May. I love you, Jesse boy. She never signed her letters that way. Now we've got each other now. Gonna make it through somehow. I know Mama, she held my hand. She had my heart out on the sand. So Daddy, don't you cry. Cause I've known for quite some time letters that you wrote they were slightly out of time. Dad, I knew that Mom was gone. sometime around last May. I love you, Jesse boy. She never signed her letters that way. I love you, Jesse boy. She never signed her letters that way. Thank you. I see this little character beside Dragon that's, can't think of his name, Twitch or something like that. Or Stitch. Oh, Baby Yoda. Yeah, Baby Yoda. Sorry. I'm not up with all the characters. Okay. Hey, thanks for sticking with us, guys. We're going to go right down through this list I've got here, and about halfway, I'll take a few minute break, and Chase will talk to you for a few minutes, but we're not quite there yet. This next song's called 80 Proof. As long as I can keep this guitar in tune, we'll... It's not used to traveling. It's usually I got it close. Now I wrecked my old truck trying to find you, and I walked 20 miles in the rain. What I found wasn't you when I stopped looking. This old guitar and a shot of 80 proof. Now I sit here at this bar thinking about you. That big mirror on the wall, it doesn't lie. A double shot made in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Yes, I know it won't bring you back to me. Now I wrecked my old truck trying to find you, and I walked 20 miles in the rain. What I found wasn't you when I stopped looking. This old guitar and a shot of 80 proof. Now I'd rather drink this whiskey all night long. It won't help me missing you, and it never stops the pain of the days and nights that I have been without you. Give me that guitar and a shot of 80 proof. How I wrecked my old truck trying to find you. And I walked 20 miles in the rain. What I found wasn't you when I stopped looking. This old guitar and a shot of 80 proof. This old guitar and a shot of 80 proof. Thank you. I hadn't done that for a while. I think I'm going to stay right there. I've only written a couple songs that pertain to Vietnam, but I've worked with some veterans, some guys that were in Vietnam, and I've unfortunately picked up, bits and pieces of stories that they've told. They usually don't talk too much about it, but second song I ever wrote, and I haven't played this for a long time, but I did practice it the other night. See if I can get through this one. It's called "Are You Lucky Like Me?" I had a conversation with a Vietnam veteran a while back. He was in a wheelchair and he was blind. After telling me about his injuries and his tour in Vietnam, I made the comment to him that he was lucky to be alive. And his reaction to my comment was how I wrote this song. I told him that he was lucky, that he was alive. He had to quickly correct me what it meant to survive. He said to just take a look, tell me, what do you see? Is it always nighttime? Are you lucky like me? Do you have any visions playing in your head? Can you sleep at all? Do you just lay in bed? Do you have any scars, the kind that just won't heal? Ones that no one can see? Are you lucky like me? Did you lose your best friend? Promise him his last wish. Did he cry out your name? Are you lucky like me? Had to leave all your comrades there on the ground. Can you still hear the gunfire? Are you lucky like me? Can you see all those names on that black wall of stone? I say that they are the lucky, 'cause they have all made it home. So don't tell me about lucky till you've been where I've been. I came back from a war. I know that we didn't win. I came back from a war. Are you lucky like me? Thank you. I just got blown a kiss from my wife. Hey, thanks for sticking with us, guys. Since I'm in that mode, I'm going to do the other song that I wrote. Purely inspired by the pieces of some stories that a Vietnam veteran told me. This is called Out of Saigon. Been living my life behind these Ray-Bans. I first put them on back in Vietnam. I flew a chopper both ways out of Saigon. I lost my best friend on my first day. Don't ask me to take them off anyway, 'cause you won't like what I've got to say. You just go and talk to Uncle Sam, 'cause I don't need to go back to Vietnam. Been living my life behind these Ray-Bans. I first put them on back in Vietnam. I flew a chopper both ways out of Saigon. I lost my best friend on my first day. Gunfire in the morning and in the evening. That's all the story that I'm gonna tell. You just go and find old Uncle Sam. When you do, tell him to go to hell. Been living my life behind these Ray-Bans. I first put 'em on back in Vietnam. I flew a chopper both ways out of Saigon. I lost my best friend on my first day. I lost my best friend on my first day. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I think I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to take a short break. And I think Chase might have been asking for some questions while we're on a short break, so stay with us. I'm going to come back, and I'll do this song, come back, and then I'm going to grab my favorite little guitar over here. It sounds really good, and it's fun to play, so might pick up the pace a little bit with some of the other songs I've got written down here. This is one I wrote not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago. It's called All About Rock and Roll. Well, Daddy showed me how to get to heaven. Granddad showed me chords on his old guitar. Preacher sang old gospel songs on Sunday. But Mama taught me all about rock and roll. I learned to read and write in that old schoolhouse. I learned to drive and shift on an 8-in Ford. Friday night would come around, and we'd put a stack of records on. Mama taught me all about rock and roll. She made me dance to Elvis and Little Richard. Then we cried to every Buddy Holly song. And sometimes Johnny Cash or an old Buck Owens tune. But Mama taught me all about rock and roll. Well, Daddy showed me how to get to heaven. Then Granddad showed me chords on his old guitar. The preacher sang old gospel songs on Sunday. But Mama taught me all about rock and roll. I might have given her all of that gray hair, but the songs and the dancing that we shared got way down in my soul. It ain't going nowhere. 'Cause Mama taught me all about rock and roll. Well, Daddy showed me how to get to heaven. Granddad showed me chords on his old guitar. The preacher sang old gospel songs on Sunday. But Mama taught me all about rock and roll. Mama taught me all about rock and roll. Thank you. I'm going to take a... Bonnie Humble is in the house. Yes. All right, I'm going to take a short break, and but stick around, hang out. I guess send Chase some questions and entertain him for a second, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to the desk. It's not often we have a intermission, I guess, but you know, when the artist demands it, we pull through. We're all about accommodation here at Garage Bands Live, and I brought up here my one and only, the beautiful Veronica. Take a bow, babe.
Hello, everybody.
And Liza. There's Liza. So it's Flash Q&A. It's Flash Q&A time. Actually, Sarah. Well, first.
Do you love your shirt, Sarah?
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Veronica wanted to know if you love her shirt. Your shirt. That she
It's
made.
her shirt.
Yeah, it's your shirt. But she made it. And how do you like it? Fill the chat with questions. It's a Flash Gilly and Veronica Q&A. And we're just going to hang out with you guys in the chat for a few minutes and see how we do it. Cerebral's here. What's up, Cerebral? I think it's awesome that Sarah showed up. Sarah, thanks for joining. And Dragon's here. That's Little Jeffrey. What up, Little Jeffrey? Can we call you Little Jeffrey anymore? You're getting so big.
Bobby.
Little fella. Make us a Dumpster Fire GBL shirt.
A what?
Blacktooth is a super fan. Him and who else was it? They were ganging up last night on Dumpster Fire. Was it Jacob?
No, it was Mike and Mad.
Mike and Mad?
I think it was.
Yeah. They were ganging up on us for the Dumpster Fire. So Blacktooth wants a Dumpster Fire Garage Bands Live t-shirt.
I guess I'm just unclear on what dumpster fire
It's
is.
an inside joke.
Okay, well.
Dumpster Fire is the worst color scheme that we ever created. It was a mistake that should never have happened,
Okay.
and it's forever immortalized.
What colors was it?
What color is Dumpster Fire? Is yellow and
Red.
red and
Like ketchup and mayonnaise.
yeah, it's like ketchup and mustard. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, ketchup and mustard.
Orange and blue. It's just a hodgepodge. It was like meant to be a fucking literal dumpster fire
Okay.
of colors. And Blacktooth seems to like it. Shout out to Seraph with the tier 1 sub. Someone hit the air horn. Oh, we don't have air horn. Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't.
We don't? Oh, we don't have an air horn. Hold on. Actually, I think I do. Oh, no, I don't. Wait, yes, I do.
Do you or
it's
don't
a mobile,
you?
It's a mobile thing. Hold on. I'm going to hit it right now. It's an iPhone app. Anyway, it says cannot connect to the App Store. Well, maybe next time, Sarah. Cody
Thank you
and
anyways.
Maria. Veronica Gaming win.
What? Gaming?
Cerebral wants to know when you're going to rock out with him on some COD.
The only game I play is Animal Crossing.
By the way, cod is not fishing. So,
I play
Cerebro,
Animal
if you want her to
Crossing,
game with you, you're going to have to
about
play
it.
some Animal Crossing. Guy in the bush, what's up, dude? Blacktooth says, hi, V-Nizzle.
Hey,
Hey, who?
Blacktooth?
Toof, yep.
Tooth. I saw it on the chat before. I do watch the live streams.
You do?
Sometimes, yeah.
Dang.
I'm usually inside watching with the kids.
She puts it on while she's tucking kids in bed.
Yeah.
Why isn't she using a coaster?
Because I got the brewmate, yo. I don't need
She's
a
got the
coaster.
brewmate, yo. Sarah says, I'm really interested in possible sweatshirts, crew necks at the season change, which is currently right now.
Yes, I do have a couple. I just need to order some inventory and get it out there.
Mm-hmm. We were actually today, we went together to Michael's to
They didn't
look
have
at,
any sweatshirt options.
Yeah, no sweatshirts. We need to go somewhere like,
I like the sweatshirts, the crew neck, and then I haven't found a hoodie. I have a zip up that I like and a crew neck that I like, but I haven't found like a good hoodie that I like yet.
I want a nice pullover.
Yeah, hoodie. That's pullover hoodie.
Well, there's
There's zip up hoodie and
There's
there's
zip-ups and
pullover
pullover.
hoodie.
I like a zip up, but I also really like a good pullover. You can't beat a nice, comfy pullover because then, like, you can take the graphic all the way across the front, and it doesn't, the zipper doesn't get in the way.
I'll work on that tomorrow.
But a nice zip up is good too if you just want to like unzip it, open it up, show the goodies. you know. I mean, there's application for everything.
Yeah. I'll work on
Tank
it
top.
for sure.
Blacktooth wants to know, will you be showing your crafts for Halloween?
I haven't really got any Halloween crafts, I guess.
So that's a no.
No. I was just doing more of a fall. I don't ever decorate for any holiday except Christmas. So I don't really have any. I'm finally starting to get into the fall decorations. So
One season at a time.
yeah.
We don't even decorate for birthdays.
I do sometimes.
All right, yeah, maybe
We did
some
that nice
balloons or
balloon arch. The balloon arches are
From my birthday?
yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. They add a lot. And they're pretty simple.
something. Yeah. What do you guys think about Uncle Kevy out there? He's crushing it
Yes.
with
yes.
his songs. Dude, Uncle Kevin is a legend. Your Uncle Kevin,
Yes,
not
that is
mine.
my Uncle
Mine
Kevin.
through marriage, but
Yeah.
he's bald. Oh, dang! That's why you keep the hat on.
I had nieces that were
Well, Kevin,
Hey.
best
Keep you on
grandpa
your
ever,
toes.
says Dragon.
I saw that.
Yeah, he's put that in there a few times. Yep, best grandpa. Jeffrey, we see you, buddy. Where's the after party? Says Dragon. How's he know about after parties?
Well,
Grandpa, I think you're gonna have to talk.
he's 14.
He's 14.
I can't believe that. Like having a 14-year-old is
Wow. Blacktooth says he likes your ideas. Hobby Lobby is just around the corner.
I
So,
do love Hobby Lobby.
Get your butt in gear. And
love
put together some
Hobby Lobby.
like spooky season crafts and whatnot.
I'll try.
The
I
owner of
will
Hobby
try on
Lobby
that.
actually lives here as he hides from selling stolen artifacts. What? Oh, I missed it. I missed that one. Whoa, everyone contain your goodies, said Sarah. Does Veronica have an Etsy account? Sarah wants to know.
That's coming. My partner's over there. Yeah,
She has it.
we have it. It's just not
You want
live.
5? I can do 5 more.
And it's just not live yet. But I just need to. There's
Coming
a
2024.
no. There's just a fear of. I think it's just a fear of failure. and it's a real thing.
You have failure to launch? Is that
Yeah.
the thing?
Just a failure, and I don't know.
Let's go deep real
But
quick.
I just
wanna-
need to get over that and just do it because
Consider-
people want it. You want it, right, guys?
Hey, consider me your
You would- you
your
would buy it.
psychologist.
No, I don't
So
need
what is
therapy.
it that what really bugs you?
I don't think I need therapy, babe.
I'm here for you. I just want you
Because
to
I
know.
like doing it. I like spending time in the basement and doing crafts and getting my own
I like spending time in the basement. Said no one ever.
with my crafts. Crafting.
We do need a couple more lights down there because
I do need just one more light over that
It's a
other
little
table
dungeony.
would be good.
Your welcome sign, those were really neat.
yeah, the welcome
Yeah,
sign was
the
dope.
welcome sign, and Lindsay has created like the bathroom, like canisters for
See,
like.
this is why Sarah's awesome. I told her before we got on here. I was like, "You don't know Sarah?" She's like, "Who's Sarah?" I was like, "You don't know Sarah? She's with me every night." And she looked at me like, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" Sarah who? No, but Sarah said, "That's okay. You got this, girl. We're all here to support you." That's why Sarah's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
There is good support out there. I mean, Adam would buy something, right?
I actually have a custom thing I want you to do.
Yeah, he was gonna bring it tonight. Adam wants a custom. He's got his own logo for his streaming. He does game stream. If you guys want to watch Adam when he streams, twitch.tv/AFDRAIM, AF Dr. AIM. I know that's a handful, right? You can go check out Adam, but Adam has his own logo, and he wanted to put his logo on an apron, because Adam's gonna be getting into live cooking streams.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I already have it set up.
It's good.
You did one. Yeah, Adam, you can't hear him because he's off camera, but he's saying he has to actually do it more. But he did one, and it was dope from what I saw. You know? Who's got the questions? Anyone has someone throw me a curveball, like, come on. Well, you got me and Veronica sitting here. Sarah said, Adam, I loved your last cooking stream. So
I got the stuff to do stickers today too.
that's right. I told her, I was like,
I'm gonna
because she
attempt
took me on
that.
a field trip to Michael's, which, by the way, I don't think I'll ever go again.
And I wanted that
that'd be like
nice-
going shopping through the like women's lingerie section. Men do not belong in the craft store, I'll tell you that.
I have a whole bunch of mugs too. Coffee
No,
mugs
not another kid.
that I need.
Love practicing though.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, you were saying?
I don't remember what I was saying.
Yeah,
now.
she's lost it. She lost it. What's 2 + 2? Boom, curveball. 5, I think. Liza, what's 2 + 2? 4. I was wrong.
4. She's got it.
She's good. How do you really feel about vlogging? Ooh, that's a curveball. That is a
It's a love-hate
curveball.
relationship.
Okay. So, how I really feel about vlogging is I've been vlogging for at least 7 or 8 years, right? I think. I love vlogging. Vlogging brought me into a whole different arena as far as cinematography. Vlogging is the reason that I get to do this, right? It's the reason that I've been asked to go down to Florida and film for a supercar rally. It's the reason that I've done a lot of things. And so I love the fact that I've vlogged. Now, like when we were doing pranks on YouTube, pranks evolved into vlogging because the popularity of the genres kind of moved, right? So pranks became vlogging. Now vlogging is kind of not as cool, right?
It's really hard too. Like, I mean,
Yeah, it's hard.
sometimes it's just boring. I mean, nobody wants to watch me clean the house and do the laundry. And there's not really anything interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked when we do something to vlog, and I
Like
mean,
if we go to the zoo.
yeah.
or we have a kid's birthday and we want
Yeah.
yeah.
Because those things are more interesting.
Yeah.
We don't always do something interesting 24/7.
Yeah,
We're
it's
normal
incredibly
people.
difficult to continue like making videos. For us, it's been great for every other day. I think I can come up with
Yeah.
something unique every other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, vlogging is a love-hate relationship. We've been opposed for a while on YouTube as far as like comments and stuff. But I don't know. I love vlogging because it brought me all of you guys. You guys know me because of
Yeah.
vlogging. So for that reason, I love it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I'm still passionate about it. That's why I still do it. It doesn't make a whole lot of money. It's not about money for me. Vlogging is just like the biggest part of it is the connection between
Yeah.
you and us.
Yeah.
Right.
The fans and the support.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yep. Okay, so Kevin came over here.
Oh.
There's a
easy,
bug flying around
easy.
me. Kevin came over here and said he's done with his break. So, unfortunately,
ready.
that's all the time you get with us, right? But the good thing is, we have more live music
Back to
just on
good
the other
music.
side of this wall. So, without any further ado, I would like to proudly represent to you Uncle Kevin.
Hey, we got a few more songs for you, so we'll start out right here. This is called White Mustang. The rain came down on a Saturday night. The car pulled up and gave me a ride to San Diego in the middle of the night. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. 289 with a 4 on the floor, rag top down, couldn't ask for more. She was singing, you shook me all night long. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. 100 miles an hour across the desert floor. She reached around and pushed down the lock on my door. She kept singing that AC/DC song. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. Pulled off the road before morning light. The moon was full, the stars were bright. She said my motor's hot with a wink of her eye. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. Didn't ask her name, she didn't ask mine. No conversation, and that was fine. Just a slight glow from them old dash lights. Her high heels were red, her lipstick was mighty bright. Notice how I changed that up. was singing. You shook me all night long. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. 100-mile-an-hour across the desert floor. She reached around and pushed down the lock on my door. She kept singing that AC/DC song. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. Her lipstick was red, her Mustang was mighty white. I switched a verse on them there. Karen likes my hat. Somebody said my wife needs to be up here and do Magnolia Wind with me. We haven't practiced that for a while, but I agree. All right, I'm going to do one that I just wrote maybe 2 or 3 songs back, about a month ago. Partially inspired by my our trip, our honeymoon through Nashville and Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans, Louisiana. Came to me in the car, at least the first couple lines, so, you know, I've got her writing on a piece of paper while I'm driving 80 miles per hour. And it turned into this song. It's called Hum of a Radio. Mississippi bikers, Tennessee hikers, truckers on CB. Trying to get a ticket to see Hank Williams at the Grand Ole Opry. One spotlight, one hot mic, and the hum of a radio. Shining down on the man in white at a Grand Ole Opry show. Those days are gone, but not those songs from the Alabama sun. If I could go to just one show, oh, Hank Williams would be the one. I still see the glow of an old glass tube in the back of a radio. While we sit and listen to Hank Williams on on a Grand Ole Opry show. One spotlight and one hot mic, and the hum of a radio. Shining down on the man in white at a Grand Ole Opry show. Those days are gone, not those songs from the Alabama sun. If I could go to just one show, oh, Hank Williams would be the one. If I could go to just one show, oh, Hank Williams would be the one. Thank you. Picking out of my list. This is called Old Johnny Ripe. Johnny grows them peaches down in Georgia. Sometimes he runs liquor late at night. Never spent a night there in the jailhouse. And Johnny sells them peaches day and night. They come from miles around to get them peaches. He only sells a bushel at a time. A small jug hiding way down in the bottom. Well, them's the ones they call Old Johnny Ripe. Johnny grows them peaches down in Georgia. Sometimes he runs liquor late at night. Never spent a night there in the jailhouse. And Johnny sells them peaches day and night. The sheriff's daughter stopped to buy some peaches. She was looking to buy Old Johnny Ripe. My daddy said to get them real good peaches, ones everybody calls old Johnny Ripe. Johnny grows them peaches down in Georgia. And sometimes he runs a liquor late at night. I've never spent a night there in the jailhouse. And Johnny sells his peaches day and night. And Johnny sells his peaches day and night. Somebody's making their neighbors mad. Oh, Dragon. I know who that is. That would be my grandson causing a disturbance in his neighborhood. I'll have to practice Friends in Low Places. Kathy is requesting Friends in Low Places. I'll have to work on a whole list of cover songs, do some practicing. All right, one of my early songs that I wrote, within the first 5 that I ever wrote. This is called Studio Apartment. Well, I've got a studio apartment with one light bulb, wooden floor. No one comes to visit, 'cause I have no furniture, no front door. All I've got is a view, my song, and this old guitar. I write songs by moonlight. That's when I do all my best thinking. Sometimes a gunshot wakes me up just in time to write some more. Hope somebody finds them written on my old wooden floor. I've got a studio apartment with one light bulb, wooden floor. No one comes to visit, 'cause I have no furniture, no front door. All I've got is a view, my song, and this old guitar. I never had a family. Well, I guess that is why I don't miss them. never knew my name. That don't matter much to this old guitar. Well, I've got a studio apartment with one light bulb and wooden floor. No one comes to visit, 'cause I have no furniture, no front door. All I've got is a view, my song, and this old guitar. Thank you. You know, a lot of my songs come from, they can come from anywhere. You know, you could see something going on in traffic or on the news, or you know, part of it could be something you've seen somebody dealing with, or so a lot of my songs have a lot of truth to them. It's just not something that maybe happened to me, you know, necessarily, but anything that inspires me to put, you know, a story or a line down, I've just done it, you know, for years. And sometimes I don't know where it comes from, and if you have to fill a song in with something fake, you throw it in there if it fits. But it's a pretty enjoyable hobby for me. I think I'm going to do the first song I ever wrote. It's called Fishing with Daddy. I left it alone for a long time because I thought, you know, that's a long drawn out story compared to, you know, some of the songs I wrote that I liked, you know, myself. But it's an enjoyable song, and it's so I've been doing it here quite a bit lately. This is called Fishing with Daddy. Mama told me not to talk about that day that I went fishing with Daddy in the rain. She said it brings back misery, a lot of pain. Day that I went fishing with Daddy in the rain. We went down to the river in front of our house. I begged him for a week to take me down. Although it rained for 7 days in our little town, he gave in and took me fishing in the rain. Being almost 5, the fishing got old in an hour. I wandered too close to the bank where I wasn't allowed. Dirt gave way underneath my little feet. I went into the water on that rainy day. Daddy jumped in to save his little boy. Threw me up on the bank and he said, don't be scared. Tell your mom I love her and I'll see you both someday. The day the river took my daddy far away. Mama said Daddy being gone was all my fault. I believed this up until about a month ago. Mama called me up on the telephone. She said, I need to talk to you before I'm gone. She said, I blamed you for 30 years for that rainy day. And I hope you will forgive me for my ways. She said somewhere along the way I lost all hope. But now I'm going to see the man who saved my boy. Now I'm going to see the man who saved my boy. Thank you. Pete says he's going to bed. I'm assuming Kathy means my mom is over there. I'll be up all night. It's straight coffee. I don't think anybody put anything in it. All right, I'm going to try one I just wrote not but a couple weeks ago. This is called Where Your Mama Don't Go. Outside of town there's a place we go, tobacco barn where the liquor flows, you know. It's a place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. Might be some dancing, might be a show, might be a place where the smoke can roll, you know. Place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. We've all been there down an old side road, We got stories that we never told, you know. A place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. Saturday night when the band gets loud, sawdust down for the dancing crowd, you know. A place where your mama don't go. Outside of town there's a place we go, tobacco barn where the liquor flows, you know. A place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. Saturday night back in '64, your daddy took your mama to a dancing floor, you know. A place where your mama don't go. We've all been there down an old side road. We got stories that we never told, you know. A place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. She don't go. A place where your mama don't go. She don't go. A place where your mama don't go. A place where your mama don't go. Thank you. There's still a party going on in the house here. Chase, he's running around doing executive duties and stuff. It's pretty cool. This is one I wrote called Eddie James. Called up my baby on a Friday night. You wanna drink some whiskey while the moon is bright? She said no. I'm going out with Eddie James. She don't pay me no mind when she's running around with Eddie James. Her daddy bought the car back in '58. They gave it a name and called it Eddie James. She don't pay me no mind when she's running around with Eddie James. She don't pay me no mind when she's running around with Eddie James. 5 little windows built in '32. He sits real nice like a high heel shoe. Don't have a trunk, just a rumble seat, and a hole in the floor where the battery sleeps. She don't pay me no mind when she's running around with Eddie James. Got 4 plugs hanging out each side, fins on the heads and soars up high, runs anybody straight to light to light. He's gonna take your money on a Friday night. She's gonna take your money when she's running round with Eddie James. Called up my baby on a Friday night. You wanna drink some whiskey while the moon is bright? She said no, I'm going out with Eddie James. She don't pay me no mind when she's running round with Eddie James. She don't pay me no mind when she's running round with Eddie James. My wife distracted me on that. I'll put her right there on the spot. It's okay, though. We got a couple more for you. And then we're going to find the after party. And it might be right here. I don't know. They haven't told me. This is called My Ice Cream Cone. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. Sometimes I dip them upside down. I lick on them around and round to keep them from dripping on the ground. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. Dipped in fudge and sometimes hot. Comes from a truck with a clown face on, with the bells and whistles and a funny song. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. In the summertime, in my neighborhood, in the summertime, the place where I get my ice cream cone. Didn't matter what was going on at the first sound of that funny song. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. I run to the curb and I wait in line for the truck with the lights and the funny song. Money from mowing the neighbor's lawn to get an ice cream cone with sprinkles on. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. Sometimes I dip them upside down. I lick on them around and round to keep them from dripping on the ground. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. Dipped in fudge and sometimes hot. Comes from a truck with a clown face on, with the bells and whistles and the funny song. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. My ice cream cone with sprinkles on. Thank you. That was for Bonnie. She usually requests that. She keeps me playing it so that I know how to play it. Or don't forget the words anyway. Pete called me the new man in black. Parties at the grandson's house. All right, I'm going to do one more. And I might throw in a couple at the end of it, or some pieces that somebody recognizes maybe. This is one I wrote called Sammy Played the Blues. Hey, Chase, I'm going to do one more. Sammy Played the Blues. Sammy played the blues on Friday night. The piano in the corner stayed in time. The girls, they all were dancing until the morning light. When Sammy played the blues on Friday night. The whole place was a-hoppin' later on. Them old boys picked up the tempo in their song. The girls, they started shaking like that old black ceiling fan when Sammy played the blues on Friday night. Sammy played the blues on Friday night. The piano in the corner stayed in time. The girls, they all were dancing until the morning light when Sammy played the blues on Friday night. Well, everybody was having a good time. Then everybody was drinking on Sammy's dime. We didn't have a care when the girls let down their hair when Sammy played the blues on Friday night. Sammy played the blues on Friday night. The piano in the corner stayed in time. The girls, they all were dancing until the morning light when Sammy played the blues on Friday night. I ain't gonna work on no railroad, and I ain't gonna work on no farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Then I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. And I'll roll in my sweet baby's arms. Sammy played the blues on Friday night. The piano in the corner say all were dancing until the morning light, when Sammy played the blues on Friday night. Thank you.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, that there is Uncle Kevy. Uncle Kevy, thank you so much for
Hey, thank you.
serenading us this evening. You are the man. My man, Uncle Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Man, what a great collection of songs. Just so proud, man. Uncle Kevin is a singer-songwriter. He's blessed our family for generations of music. 180 songs that guy's got. Over 180, probably. I can't wait to see what he pulls out this Christmas, right, babe? Veronica's still right here, just off camera. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us this evening. And as always, we hope you get home safe. We hope you get home safe as you're watching this on your couch or on your cell phone while you're taking a poo-poo. You know, we want you to be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you stick around for the raid. That does it for us tonight in the garage. We'll see you back here fresh and bright. What we got? Thursday, let's see who's on Thursday. I'm going to give you a little prelude. Thursday the 30th, Jeff Schaefer. Okay, Jeff is a absolute legend. And on October 1st, Brick. We have Brick back in the studio. It's going to be a super fun week. So make sure you join us. Follow if you're not already. And yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Thank you for being here. We love you so much. We'll see you next week right here on Garage Bands Live. Adios.